Boom. Good morning. Recorded in the morning, and Kyrie just said good morning. So, good morning. Welcome to the TNEC cast. The man Shuff with the man, the weapon K. And like I always say, we're the TNEC cast. As always, the housekeeping, like, comment, subscribe. And another one I'm going to start saying, share, let people know about this. Shout out to all of our loyal people that are tuning in every week. We really appreciate you. One of those loyal people I have to give a big congratulations to, our brother Murph. Competed with him this weekend. He took home the W in the Chris Brown versus Bobby Brown battle. He clipped me. Yeah.
I like that.
he clipped me. So much love to him. I'll see him again in a couple 3 weeks. But he did wonderful like he always does. So he definitely we ain't no sore losers over here. You always want to give praise to somebody that did well. So congratulations to him. So with that, getting that out of the way. Okay, how you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. Everyone woke up this morning. Life is good. I have no complaints. And I also want to touch on exactly what you just did, man. Like, most people would just be like, man, fuck that guy. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, like, don't even mention it and keep moving on with their lives. But real recognizes real and being like, yo, like, you won today. You won this battle. But I'm gonna be there next week. And then the week after that. And then the week after that. So, props to that. How'd you place second? We already talked about it, but for the listeners, you placed second out of 5 competitors. How you feeling mentally?
Mentally, I'm in a great place. Ready. I'm already thinking about Jersey. I put this one behind me. It's tough to put behind me, just because I felt like I left a little bit on the. I won't say left a little bit in the tank, just left a little bit on the stage. Could do just some, like what we talked about, just some things that, going to have to tighten up. Thankfully, received great feedback, great feedback. And the one thing that sucks about great feedback, you're frustrated because there's that little bit that you just didn't uncover. And and that's like this, you're going to get somebody like a Murph, and there's a few other people out there that have this have it where, as LeBron James says, and I don't know if he's the one that coined this phrase, but it's like, if you're going to shoot at the throne, you better not miss.
Mm-hmm.
Murph is one of those people that's sitting on the throne, and I missed. I was there, great shot, but I missed. So now it's but I'm in a great mental space. Obviously we hate losing. We hate it. But what do? You turn a negative into a positive, and that's going to fuel me, for this next 2.5 weeks of training to get ready to go to Jersey. Why you look? Why you oh, you looking at your phone?
No. So I was actually thinking, like, your competition's October 29th, you said, right? 20.
That's Worlds.
Yeah. I'll be in Dallas on the 10th. So we can get a nice training session in. I don't know. I was just thinking about it. And it was like, yo, let's fucking push, man, because we'll both be deep in the prep.
I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here in Dallas. So let's definitely.
But yeah, continue. My bad.
It almost felt like the pregame for a second.
Literally.
But yeah, no, I'm just ready. But felt the one thing I'll say, it felt damn good to get back on stage. That was the big thing. Been over a year off the stage. The improvements, everybody saw them, so that was great. I was on stage about 11 pounds over my previous stage weight. So the improvements, were there. It's because I needed, in order to really truly put myself with the elites, I needed to put the size on, because that's what they had me on. So now, we took that down. So now we're gonna go. So the other half on TNEC, Jacqueline, she did well. She got second. So we both got second. I know we didn't talk about this in the pregame. This was her. So basically, this show was her IPE show, because we're going to be doing Worlds. So we need to figure out, get some IPE judges, see what they say and everything like that. We were disappointed with the second, and it's tough because when you come off of so much, when you come off of so much winning.
Yeah.
Then get a second, it's like, you start to look like what we do wrong. But, we kind of, we catalog, we look back at everything, no disappointment with the physique, no disappointment with the posing, it just wasn't our day. So, but at the end of the day, for TNEC, it was a good day. Even though we're like, we're so some people will forget, because we talk so much about winning, and we say it's first. If it's not first, it's not winning. Like we believe that that's what it is, but we don't get lost on the overall success of what's going on. It's been a while since somebody hasn't, the last couple of months has been firsts and seconds. I mean, that's you can't really complain about that. And more people are getting ready to come back. DJ's getting ready to come back. I can't wait for October 1st. I wish we had more people competing that day, because that's gonna be a really good day for us. You getting ready to come back. I'm continuing. Um, it's the only thing that's tough. We have a large team, but a lot of people competed early, and then a lot of people are taking time off.
Yeah.
So like 2023 is going to be real crazy. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We got to focus on this. But it's just nice to have a large team, and we got people, you know, everybody's success driven. Everybody's buying into and understanding that it is a black and white mission. It's a pass or fail mission, and that's it. Because when you make it that simple, it's a lot easier to break it down. It's a lot easier to figure out what you're doing. Because now, don't get me wrong, if you place third, we're not sitting here telling you, oh, you're crap and da da da. It's not that. What we're saying is you have to have an objective. Kyrie, me, Jacqueline, DJ, Darius, Courtney. I can't name the whole team, but all of us. I'm talking about the people I know for 1,000% sure we're all like minded. If we did not get first, we failed. And we don't sit there and cry and be like, oh my God, we're not failures. We failed the mission. We ascertain, we figure out, then we go back and go try to pass the mission. It's really that simple. Because when you start sitting there trying to, pick out your moral victories and all that stuff, and again, people will take that and say that you're trying to be like, oh, there's no such thing as a moral victory. Da, da, da. Nah, everybody's overcoming something and things like that. But if you really want to be great, you really want to be a champion, you want to be a multiple time champion, you want to be elite, you want to be in the Hall of Fame, you want to, like, these are the things, the people I mentioned, myself, Kyrie, we're the ones here. That's what we want. We don't have room for the moral victories, unfortunately. We gotta win, because it's not the Hall of okay. It's not the Hall of really good. It's the Hall of Fame. That's you have been, it's sustained excellence. Because you gotta look at it. We know a lot of people in all sports have had 3 great years. We're not talking about them no more. The Kobe's, the Michaels, the LeBrons, the Magic Johnsons, the Tiger Woods, Tom Brady's. We can go on and on. Sustained excellence. Not a couple of years. These guys, couple of decades. Decades of sustained excellence. That's what we're in the process of achieving. Because I mean, maybe as a coach, but I know as an athlete right now, if I were to stop competing, I wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be in consideration at all. That's not okay with me. That doesn't sit well with me. Now, as a coach, yeah, I got a pretty damn good resume as a coach. I could, what I'm saying, for what I've done in a short time, yeah, I could knock on that door. But as an athlete, and that doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with me at all. So I know I done pontificated. Okay, what you got, brother?
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I really ain't got nothing, man. I agree. Lately, I haven't had much to say, man. It's just work. At the end of the day, work. No one cares how you feel. Work. That's it. My screensaver right now is it's a quote from the book Winning by Tim Grover. I recommend you read it. That and Relentless. The darker you get, the quieter you need to be, so your results will do the talking for you. That's it, man. No hoorah, no like I'm going to win 9 Olympias. It's just like, you can say that in quiet in your heart. I said that to my pops because we was having a conversation about it. Basically, like, when's the end game? And I was like, I'll retire after 9. But to sit there and declare it before you get a pro card is kind of arrogant. You're putting the cart before the horse. It's like baby steps. You want to win the Super Bowl, get drafted first, big dog. You know what I mean?
Yep. And see, the thing is, when you say stuff like that, that's how you could kind of start to tell the difference between. I'm just going to break it down very simple: the winner mentality and the loser mentality. If what you just said upset, if you are watching this and that upsets you, you need to fix your mentality and start coming over to the winner side. Winning mentality doesn't mean you win all the time.
Yeah, it's being okay with losing. It happens. Yeah. You can't. No, there's 32 teams in the NFL. Only one wins the Super Bowl a year,
mm-hmm.
and usually it's a dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 31 teams losing. You might win a game. You have this mentality is like, oh, it's just a game. Like, I am treating this local show in November as my Olympia. That's that. And have a coach where I can say that and being like, yeah, this is your Olympia. This is the money show. There is no, oh, we wait to peak. No. Because you don't know who's going to show up. And at the end of the day, that's getting written in your history books. Whenever they look up your name on NPC News Online, that image pops up because you weren't at your peak. I don't want that.
Yeah, and it's like, cause you touched on some good stuff about putting the cart before the horse. Like, and this is, social media has created monsters with people. You can't, like, you want to talk about what you have upcoming, about what you're going to do at your game, your show, your whatever. Cool. But if you don't have certain amount of achievements, it's going to come off as arrogant, as stupid. Like, if you've never, like, for example, if you haven't made it out of novice and you're going on saying that you're eventually going to catch Phil Heath, come on, man. That's disrespectful to everybody that's done whooped you already.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's disrespectful to yourself, because now you're saying, no, because now no matter what you do, until you get to that point, which you got to remember, there's only like 2 or 3 people like that in the world that's ever done this. So Kyrie brings up NPC News Online. I wonder how long it would take you to go through every picture, just of the single athletes, not, because Kyrie's on there a few times, and people are on there for a few times, but you go through there. Do you know how many people have done this sport, have stepped on stage? I can't remember the number. It's like only like 9 or 10 people have won Mr. Olympia.
15. I think Rami's 15.
He's okay.
But still, this
has been going since 1960s.
Thousands of competitors, and only 15 touched the top of the mountain, just get thrown down to the bottom of the mountain just to make that climb again.
Like, it's always understand your place in the pecking order. And look, well, I shouldn't say this, but when you get into it, I do say this, most of us, when we get in, we all want to be, oh yeah, I want to be the best, And a lot of times people figure out what it takes. They start to figure out what it takes to get there, and they're like, yeah, nah, I'm not willing, because most people say that they're not. So it's easy to say it, and once you realize, then you may back down. But it's like when you come into anything, like, everybody comes in. So I used to work in sales. I used to see all these little whippersnappers wet behind the ear. Oh, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna outsell everybody, blah 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 blah. They out of there 3 months later when they realize how hard it is to sit. Greatness is hard enough on its own. Have to have one great moment. One great moment is hard enough. Imagine how hard it is to be great every day for 20 years. Shit, 5 years. Every day to be great, 5 years. Every time you do what you do for 5 years. That's hard. That's extreme. That's 99 difficulty. Like, and that's the thing that people don't realize, because everybody, I want to do. You don't even want to be okay for a day. Yet you telling me how you want to be great. You're struggling with being okay for a day. Like really think about that. You're happy because you hit all your meals in a day. To the
Yeah, for
great ones,
10 years.
to the great ones, I mean, you may see his joke, this, that, and the third, but like the great ones, that's life. The great ones, you say, oh yeah, I practiced really hard today. The great ones, they practicing 4 or 5 hours a day. You know, we mentioned this a few weeks ago with how Kobe was talking about getting up at 4, practice for 2 hours, family time, go back, practice 2 hours, do this, practice for 2 hours, all because he got up at 4 o'clock. He was able to practice like 6 or 8 hours a day, however he made it work. Do you have the discipline to stick to a plan like that? Because you look at it, oh yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Oh, but your friends want to go drinking. Oh, there's this going on. Greatness don't care about none of that. That's why most people don't like great people. Because great people got to make sacrifices and discipline. A lot of time, that social life, family, all these different things, while they're applying their trade to try to be the best. Because ain't nobody getting there. I don't care how genetically gifted you are. You could be 8 feet tall, can dribble like Iverson, jump like Jordan, shoot like Steph Curry. But if you don't work hard, you're not going to be where you should be. Stop thinking because people are talented that they don't work hard. That's not fair. I see that all the time. Well, hey, if I was 6'8", no, if you were 6'8", you'd still be sitting on the couch because you don't work. And that's what y'all. That's the disconnect that y'all don't get, because you wanna excuse your laziness because you watching somebody else that's doing great. You want to say, oh well, if I had this and if I had that, or for us, and well, if I was on steroids, I'd be like that too. No, you wouldn't, because one, you got shit form. 2, you ain't really trying to work out for real. 3, you gonna take the steroids. 4, you gonna still eat. You still gonna go and leave. It must be very Texas. You gonna go right to Whataburger after your thing. Eat the left side of the menu and be like, oh, why am I not ripped up like Kyrie? Because you ain't working. Sorry.
I agree.
It just frustrates me. It frustrates because I hear it all the time. Now, especially now that I'm back on social. Oh Lord Jesus, the stuff that I see, man, I'm just like,
You know what? I was actually thinking about this. Let's say for the rest of, like, if you're down, the rest of your prep, try to document more.
like posted it,
Hmm?
like post it or just
Yeah, just, dude, what the fuck I'm eating? You know,
okay.
like, I'm eating this, and stuff like that. We can kind of hold each other to it. Because, like,
Okay.
you did the ZDT and everyone's just like, you came back to stage. Now you're, like, they already saw you. Now you just need to document it. Because I think that's something that I'm starting to actually, like, understand about the game. It's like, people just want to see you and understand, like, oh, and this is also goes into it and being like, okay, this is what it takes. Are you willing to do it?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I do on a daily basis. You see how hard I train. You see me, constantly hitting my diet. Now, and obviously, like, social media it's a fickle thing, because just like, yeah, I can show you my green beans and my chicken, but like, you don't see the Pop-Tart under the bowl. I'm about to destroy it. But but I do realize it's like, people really want to be in the process, and this would be another thing to also inspire people to be like, oh, like, I can do that. Like, can I take it to the level that they are at? Like, how I look at Phil Heath? It's like, maybe, but like, the only way to figure it out is if you go.
No, one, I agree. I'll definitely do that. It's like with yesterday I put the thing that's going to disappoint some people. Like if I post my workouts or something,
It's the
we talk
same
about
thing.
that
It's the same
today.
thing. Yep.
Minimal variation, minimal
Uh-huh.
variation.
That's what I do. Like, now with my, like, training videos, like, I have to do one movement, but like, I do the same movements. So like, in 2 weeks, y'all gonna see the same, like, lat pull down, chest press, the same hack squat with different weight, and that's it. Like, this is the game.
I try to talk, like yesterday I was talking about with the weight, just talking about how I see people that I know for a fact that I am much stronger than. However, they decide that they're going to do twice the weight I'm doing on that very same exercise, and wondering why their shoulder hurts because they're yanking their shoulder to get to move the weight. You know, I tell you, and this is going to sound kind of vain. I see the way that I look, so that helped me to really not care. That's what bodybuilding really helped with this, to not care about the amount of weight that I'm doing. Now, full disclosure, when I was working out with Courtney, it was like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and he was getting me. I was like, hold on, man, you because he was doing the nice. I was like, I can't do this weight. I gotta do something a little bit heavier.
That ego.
I'm not going front. I'm not even going front. But when I'm training, we're doing like everything like that. I don't care about the weight. I'm about muscle and gait. We're bodybuilders. I'm trying to be Murph. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know what I need to do, and don't get me wrong, I will go heavy where necessary, but I'm not sacrificing for him. Period. Like I'm trying to become. If you want to call me an expert, great. I'll take it. Thank you very much. I'm trying to see what's beyond expert.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to have that like down. So I love feeling that stretch, and I love like I'm really becoming obsessed with that mind muscle connection. And then, like I just said, expert. How deep can I create that connection? Because I've had people, and this is oh man, I hope we don't go on a rabbit hole with this, because how we love talking about training and all this kind of stuff. People will ask me, well, am I not feeling it because that muscle's not developed? And I tell them like, yeah, that's partially why. That's why there's certain like, look, everybody should feel a bench press from a certain degree. Everybody should. You got heavyweight coming down on you, everything like that. But when you start breaking down into more, oh my God, why is it prep brain? I don't know why the word, more accessory moves. If you don't really have those muscles developed, like if you don't have, like if your rear delts are minimally developed, doing some of the cable movements and movements like that, you're not going to feel as much as somebody that has the muscle developed. That's why you got to do these compound exercises and really just start developing your muscles, period. Again, so
I think we already talked about this one where it's just
that's
like, if for like beginners, I don't think it would be smart to go with that 6 rep range because they need more practice. So like 10, 15, 10 to 12, something like that. High volume, shut up, just go to failure. It's just like you practice actually connecting with the muscle and, touching back there and being like, am I getting a pump back here? Like, even if you don't feel it, like, let's say a hack squat. Like, I really don't feel a hack squat, but when I get up, my legs are fucking pumped. And that's also an indicator that you're actually hitting the target muscle, blah, 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 blah. We go look at an episode like literally like 4 weeks ago, something like that.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I ain't got nothing else to add.
Yeah, neither do I, man. Just excited to have got that first show back under the belt. Now, we have a big season to finish up. We're gonna have the first TNEC IBB Pro coming soon. So we got a lot of great things. We're gonna have. I'm looking for more than one, but first TNEC World Champions this year. So we got a lot of things that's going to happen. But the thing is, we talk about it because we're going to work for it.
That's it.
Handouts, none of that. So, we're cool. But yeah, like always, like, comment, subscribe. I don't got and share. I don't got nothing else.
Yeah. Until next time, guys. When do you want to put this up?
Today?
Yeah, I can make it happen. I can put it up in the next few hours.
There we go.
Well, happy Wednesday, guys. Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace.